You're watching Tim's Take Live, and I'm your host, Tim Black. I got a story for you that was sent by my man Alucard on Twitter. Thank you, Alucard. You know I'm going to go in on this story. But first, let me get through the reporting aspect before we get to the commentary aspect. Here it is, guys. This happened in McRae, Georgia. You may have heard of it. It's the new Craigslist killer. He killed 69-year-old Bud Runyon and 66-year-old June Runyon. They were from another part of Georgia, Marietta, Georgia. Now, Bud, after serving in Vietnam, he owned a 66 convertible Ford Mustang. And he said, I always wanted to get a car like that. I want to get that car again. I want it. This is his dream car, their dream car. They both love that vehicle. So they put an ad up on Craigslist because they wanted to buy it. And lo and behold, great, someone says they have one. But they're all the way in McRae, Georgia. So Bud and June, they go on a road trip. 180-mile road trip to McRae, Georgia to see the vehicle. They were never seen alive again. Their GMC Envoy was found in a lake. And the bodies of Bud and June were found a few miles away, nearby. Both shot in the head. Now, they traced this story to a suspect, Ronnie J. Towns, 28, through phone records. Text and phone records. Towns is being charged with murder. He's being held without bond, of course. He appeared in court for his pre-trial, whatever. A 180-mile road trip turns into murder. All right, let's go. You know, there are stories that you watch or that you see or that you become exposed to that just boil your blood, that infuriate you. This is an utterly disgusting display of how sadistic people are. How uncaring, how inhumane, how savage this is. Now, the cops can only guess, well, based on the confession, because at first this guy Towns denied it, but based on the confession, it appears that he was just going to rob them. But for whatever reason, this turned into a two-person murder. He murdered two people over, I don't know the amount of money. It doesn't matter what the amount of money was. But I'm guessing that Bud didn't bring, $1 million with him. I'm guessing Bud and June didn't have $100,000 on them. I'm guessing that it was less than $10,000. Just a thought. This guy, Towns, look, I'm not the type of person who goes for the death penalty. I say time and time again, I don't like the way that we mesh out justice in the United States. How we tend not to fry an asshole like this guy, Towns, but we'll fry some 20-year-old kid who shot another 20-year-old kid, or a couple 20-year-old kids. We'll fry the fuck out of him, but we're not going to fry this guy. So I got a problem with the death penalty, but God damn it, I got a problem with having a problem with the death penalty in this case, because this vile, disgusting human being doesn't deserve to breathe the same oxygen that you and I breathe. And I know that's wrong. Who am I to pass judgment? I don't know. I'm just a guy with feelings. I'm a guy with emotions. I'm a guy with anger over what I just read. You mean to tell me a veteran and his wife can't go buy a vehicle without you taking their fucking lives, shooting them in the head execution style, and dumping their bodies in a fucking mesh? If you do any business on Craigslist, I'm asking you, do it in a public place and take your fucking gun. Take it with you. Better not to need it and have it than to need it and not have it. Because we got some low-life vermin out here who will take your life for nothing. Absolutely nothing. You would think, oh my God, he wouldn't kill this grandmother and grandfather over a few dollars, over a couple thousand, over the fuck whatever. He wouldn't take this man who survived going to Vietnam. He dies in the woods like a fucking animal over a car. Not over a dispute. Not over some fight of enraged passion, people drinking too much, snap judgment decision, guy loses his temper, something happens. No, we're talking about premeditated murder. There is a page set up for the Runyon family. It's on Facebook. I'm going to link you to it in the description below. Go see it. Sign up to it. Stop by, say a few words, say something nice to the family. I have.